Hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. So here's the deal. I'm going to start working on the flower for you tonight, and I'm going to try to break it up into several pieces just because I don't want you to go too quick on this. You know, a lot of us magicians, we like to hurry through things and then we're not too happy with the results. So I'm going to do this one step at a time, nice and slow. Let's begin. I'm going to sit up now, and so you can hear me. I'm going to try to work right here at the front so you can see everything. I sent on SNE Talk Magic today an attachment for a series of templates to make the petals, and also you will have noticed that there was a star. Now the reason why I had you make the star, and what hopefully you've done is you've taken these, you've printed them off, and then you've glued this to a heavier cardboard stock. That way your template is much more sturdy when you're tracing it. But don't do that with the star. The star you're actually going to use to create the bottom of your flower. This is something that when the plans I found were being when I found them, did not have this on it, and it was very difficult to actually construct the flower. I was burning my fingers, I was trying to wrap the flower around, and it was coming apart. And so I had a little epiphany last night and thought I would try this, and it really is working well. So anyways, you're going to take your star, and if you have a playing card with a green back, all the better. Use a playing card with a green back. If not, I just used a little bit of file folder that I found at work, an old file folder, traced it, and then basically I'm just going to cut it out here like this so that we have the star pattern like this, like this. And then I'll show you what I want you to do with this. You probably already saw the flower that I'm working on. But what you're going to do is once you have your star cut out, you are going to take, and there it is. Okay. Take your star, and you're going to begin by folding the tips along an imaginary line right there. So you're going to fold each tip up. And what that's going to create is the 5, I guess, little outer leaves, the green outer leaves of the flower. And what you're going to actually do is you're going to glue the petals initially to these, as opposed to each other. You'll see it works very, very nicely. So basically, this is what you want to have your little initial piece to look like. All right, let's just keep moving here. Put that to the side. Here. This is your outer leaf, this is your first leaf. You're going to cut 5 of these out. Now you can cut them out of any type of playing card. I've got some old Omaha cards here that I got from the dollar store. They have a nice red, almost like a bee back. One thing you might want to keep in mind, which is what I'm doing right now, is, and you're going to want to make more than one of these, how you can actually use the flower as an effect. What I'm actually doing is I'm going to take, you're going to need 13 different cards. I'm going to use the first 13 cards from the Cy Stebbins setup. That way I can maybe do a prediction and point to one of the cards in my flower as the reveal. So, but you can do whatever you want. They look very nice. This was the one I completed the other day, my first kick at the can. They look very nice, all just red. But I'm going to do one that's kind of mixed up today. Anyways. So we're going to use this card, the King of Clubs. I'm going to suggest that when you do your tracing and cutting, do everything from the back. That way you won't have any marks on the front. Now this is important. Pay attention, you notice that the pip is right here. That means when you put the leaf template on the card, you're going to put it on this way. That way when you cut it, you'll have that King of Clubs as part of the leaf. So, put that down like this. Get my Sharpie. I told you to use a pencil. I'm going to suggest change it and use a Sharpie. It's a much bolder line and it's much easier to see when you're cutting. I'm getting old, my eyes don't work as well, and I did have some trouble trying to do this with just a pencil. So, There we go. Nice and quick. Okay. So there it is. Let's cut that out. Had a beautiful, beautiful day here in Windsor. It's been about 57 degrees. I think we're going to get a little bit colder weather tonight, but we've just been so blessed with beautiful, beautiful weather. And I'm particularly hoping that it's winter is almost past us, but you know how it is. I doubt it. Okay, so there is the leaf with the King of Clubs. You probably could have moved it over a little bit so it was a little more, the whole king was there, but that's no big deal. The next thing you want to do is give your leaf a little curl. So take your, let's get this out of the way here. Take your Sharpie and holding it at the tip, just kind of, you know, this thing that we do to curl things, curl it from each end, a little bit on each side. Just like that, okay? Now, here is my flower that I'm working on, my new one. And I've got the first 4 leaves, Ace, 4, 7, and 10 for my size Stebbins. And in the progression, the next card would be the King of Clubs. Ergo. The nice thing is, to do this first part, you can use a glue stick. You don't need the glue gun right away. So, we're going to take and we're going to put some glue right on this piece right here. Okay? Put some glue on that piece. Just like that. Don't be shy. There we go. Perfect. Now, you're going to take your flower, your leaf, and you're going to put it on and center it. Center it so that it is pretty much in the middle of that triangular piece. Okay. Don't worry, you'll see my one leaf is drooping. We're going to fix that later on. But the most important thing you want to do is get that on there and get it dry. You're going to do this with all 5 of your outer leaves. When you've got that done, we'll move on and I'll show you how to fix your leaves so they kind of pop up and fluff a little bit, and then we'll move into the next section. So give that a go. If you have any questions, touch base with me on SME Talk Magic, or you can private message me or email me at brad.toulouse@simpatico.ca. Having a lot of fun with this, and get to work, okay? Have a great night. Bye-bye.